in the old compost is essentially the microbial and other kind of life that can live in soil. All food waste goes in this as well, so that's why there's bones. I didn't explain that before. It takes all the kitchen wastes, including paper towels that we use to clean up with, and fat and bones and really everything from the kitchen, so that we don't put any food waste in the trash. And that makes it much easier to deal with the trash, I can say that. And so this partition here, that is very important. That's what is the reason for our sticking with the big size of this one, that the size makes it possible for these materials to be in here for a long time, and that's what makes it possible for them to be safe from a health point of view for the handling of them. You can see that there are earthworms. There's some earthworms pulling back in there, and it smells like garden soil, the best kind of garden soil.
Can I smell it?
Yes.
Yeah, it smells great, actually.
Yep.
Yeah,
Good.
if I would say that's soil.
That is soil,
Yeah.
and the smell is
Yeah.
an extremely good indication of the level of breakdown.
Yeah.
It's a very good indicator that it has advanced to a safe stage.
The more we look at our wastes, the more firmly the answers will be fixed in our minds as we continue building and rebuilding our world. As our vision of civilization evolves, there are achievable ways in which we can direct our efforts towards sustainable sanitation systems.
Let's stop sewering up new communities. There's no reason why we can't have communities that are not attached to sewer pipes. When we sewer up a new community, we're really inviting industry to use the sewers as a way to get rid of their toxic waste. It's invisible. Every drain and grate and toilet and sink become an avenue for toxic waste disposal.
The sewer issue, of course, that's just an immense problem. To lay sewers, what a monumental, unspeakably difficult task. To lay sewers to gravity feed from all over the place under the ground, it's a impossibly, it seems, intricate task, and it was done. But backing off it isn't impossible, and backing off it is what we must do one of these days. Industrial waste, that has to be a tight loop. Every industry should recycle in one way or another its own wastes. And if they can't do it, you can't produce those things. That's what the policy should be. That you can only produce something whose materials can stay in an industrial loop. If it's not your loop, it's another industry's loop, but stay in the industrial loop. And that's just obvious. But it's a long-term, it's a huge policy change, but it's something that life requires.
You can't solve the problem by technology. You can only solve it by a changed social behavior. And we are not there. People are still hoping that somebody else, some engineer or whatever, they should take care of it, but not myself. And I'm waiting for a new generation, It will come, it must come.